The apartment felt colder than usual that evening. Her voice sliced through the quiet like a blade she didn't even realize she was holding. "I could leave you anytime. Remember that?" She said it casually, almost bored, over something small, who forgot to buy dish soap. She stood in the doorway, one hip against the frame, half her eyeliner smudged from the day. Her heels swung lazily from 2 fingers, like she was already mentally out the door. A girls' night waited somewhere bright and loud, full of laughter and cocktails and people who didn't include me. My heart didn't race with panic, it just paused. A strange, clear moment opened up inside my chest. Those words weren't a threat. They were a map. They showed exactly where we stood. I looked at her. One word. Calm. Flat. Noted. Her mouth twitched into that half-smile she used when she expected me to explode or plead. She wanted the fight. She wanted the drama that proved I still cared enough to lose control. Instead, I walked past her without another sound. Straight to the small study at the end of the hall. The door closed behind me with a soft click. She stayed in the doorway a long time. I could feel her confusion through the wood. I sat down at the desk and opened the wedding folder. Thick cream paper. Gold embossed invitations we'd never sent. Guest lists with little check marks. Deposits paid. Venue contracts. Vows we'd written together on a rainy Sunday afternoon. All of it suddenly felt as light as air. My finger hovered over the trackpad. Then I started. Florist, cancelled. Caterer, cancelled. Photographer, cancelled. Venue, deposit forfeited, no refund. Each click was quiet. Private. Mine. I placed the engagement ring box in the center of the dining table. Next to it, I laid every printed receipt and confirmation email. Neat stack. No drama. Just facts. The apartment turned very still. For the first time in months, I could hear my own breathing. She left soon after. Perfume lingered in the hallway like a warning. The front door slammed. I exhaled long and slow. Not hurt. Not abandoned. Released. The signs had been there for a while. I just hadn't wanted to name them. Missing I love you's that used to come easy. Texts answered hours later. Her phone always turned face down when I walked into the room. New shades of lipstick she never wore for our dates. Outfits chosen with extra care on nights she called just friends. Girls' nights went from occasional to twice a week. Sometimes random Thursdays when her makeup was dramatic and her perfume heavy enough to follow her out the door. I never accused. I watched. Then came the first real crack. We were at brunch. Her phone lit up on the table. Unsaved number. Message preview, had fun last night. She snatched it so fast the fork clattered. Wrong number, she said, smile too wide, too quick. But her eyes gave her away, pupils wide, startled. That night the shower ran longer than usual. Steam slipped under the bathroom door. I heard low whispers beneath the water. The next morning she was all sweetness. Breakfast in bed. Coffee exactly how I liked it. Tentative smiles. Guilt has its own language, even when dressed up as kindness. Later came the laughter. 2:17 in the morning. From the kitchen. Breathless giggles. Whispered secrets. She never laughed like that with me anymore, only when she thought I was asleep. Only when I didn't exist. But that final night, she said it to my face. I could leave you anytime. Remember that? Something inside me clicked into place. I didn't need more proof. I needed the end. Over the next few days I moved quietly phone records. Credit card statements. Hotel bar charges on nights she swore she was with friends. Late night messages from an unsaved number. I didn't cry. I didn't shout. 15 minutes before she left for her next girls' night, she stood at the mirror contouring her cheeks. Her phone lay unlocked on the counter. I stepped close, thumb on the sensor. Messages opened. Him, you sure he won't notice? Her, he's too in love to see. I copied the thread. Emailed it to myself. Printed the pages. Clean stack beside the ring box. While she danced and laughed somewhere else, I packed clothes, documents, laptop. A few books that were mine before her. Nothing with her scent on it. The marriage license went on the table next to the ring and the messages. A quiet funeral for what we used to be. I sat in the dark living room until the sky turned pale gray. I wasn't waiting for her. I was waiting to feel nothing, and when that moment came, it felt like breathing for the first time in a year. The lock turned at 7:42 a.m. She stumbled in. Mascara streaked. Hair messy. Shoes dangling from one hand. She saw the table and froze. Wedding folder open. Ring box closed. Printed messages. Cancellation emails. Her voice came out small. What is this? I stood. Hands in pockets. Shoes already on. You said you could leave any time, I said evenly. So I made it easy. Her face changed. The drunken haze vanished. No. Wait. This isn't. Nothing happened. You don't understand. I tilted my head, looked at her the way you study something you no longer recognize. I don't need explanations. I have proof. She grabbed the printed pages. Hand shaking. That's private. So was our wedding. Silence pressed in from every side. Can we please talk? Her voice cracked open. We had a year to talk. She reached for me. I took one small step back. I didn't think you'd actually leave, she whispered. I know. That's why I did. I walked toward the door. She followed, bare feet slapping the tile. We can fix this. Please don't go. My voice stayed level. This isn't punishment. It's consequence. She caught my arm. I slipped free gently. The way you let go of something that was never yours to hold. No, she said, eyes shining. You're supposed to fight for us. I stopped. Met her gaze one last time. You were supposed to choose us. Her face crumpled. I opened the door. Morning air rushed in, clean, sharp, cold. My rolling suitcase bumped softly behind me. Each step down the hallway felt like pulling air into lungs that had forgotten how. She didn't follow. Maybe she finally understood. My phone buzzed in my pocket. Her message, please come back. I read it. No anger. No pain. Just clear, quiet space. I typed one line. You could leave anytime. Remember? Then I blocked her number. The click felt like peace. I hadn't won anything. I had simply walked away. And sometimes, walking away is the strongest thing you can do, long before the other person even realizes you've already left.